Hey guys, Greg Christensen here. Yeah, you can see the snow piled up on that car I was sitting outside last night. Travis drove in on, and it's April 20th, and I don't know, got a couple inches of snow already, and it's still coming down pretty hard. It's about 32 or so degrees out. This is why I changed my kidding date, lambing date, to May 1st. We did that last year, and it was just so much easier and better. And yeah, we don't normally get snow here in 20th of April, but you know what we had before, and I remember the time we got about 6 inches wet snow, and I was kidding. It was probably middle of April. But if it's not a wet snow and stuff, then it's probably going to be a cold rain. And I mean, you get kids, it's wet and it's even 40 degrees out. It's bone chilling, and you got a lot more labor involved, and you just have more problems, and those kids are stressed. And you know, I can't prove it, but I feel like that they catch up. We lamb and kid maybe 2-3 weeks later than we used to, but I don't think our kids are any lighter. I think they come on when it's you know, green grass, and their moms are milking better. And so I felt like we didn't have any lighter weights this last year than any other time we've had it. We actually had a 25% better kid crop than we did in the years that we kidded earlier. Now, I don't know if that's all from kidding later. We had a drier weather pattern, and so we didn't have as much parasite issues either through the summer. So that, you know, I don't know, but it'd be hard to convince me to go back to kidding in mid-April. Just simply for this reason: if it's not snow, it's a cold rain. Yeah, you'll get a rain in May, but it usually warms up and it's not as cold as it is in April here. So but some of you, you know, it's too late to change. So I'm going to show you something. I did a video on it once before, but I want to show you what I do to help revive a cold kid. Okay, so you go out and you pick up a cold kid, and well, of course, you're going to put him down. Maybe if you're in the pickup, you're going to put him on the floorboard, run some heat on him, of course. But you get him back to the barn or wherever you're going to kind of put him. Here's kind of something I found that will help revive them, and it's almost a miracle cure. If it's going to work, it usually works really, really quickly, but you may have to do it 2 or 3 times. But if they can't stand up, then I don't tube any milk down them. If they're already that cold, if you put your finger in their mouth and it's cold, if their body temperature is that low, I don't bother tubing them because they can't digest it. But I'd give them this 50% dextrose, and this is lactating ringers, which is basically electrolytes. Same thing you might get if you went to the doctor. They might IV you some lactating ringers. Now this is, you have to buy that by prescription. I really don't know why. It's not an antibiotic or anything, but your vet would probably get you some. And so I use a 60 cc syringe, and I'm going to draw out about 45 cc's of lactating ringers and about 15 cc's of dextrose. Now, and you know, I'm not sure the exact dosage is all that critical. I've just come up with that. I mean, you might read somewhere and mix it a little bit different, but I put the 45 cc's ringers 15 cc's dextrose into the same syringe, and I'll inject it sub-Q underneath the shoulder of that kid, about half of it on each side, and or you can do it peritoneal if you want to look that up. I've got another video, an older video that shows this too, and I'll put a link to that in the descriptions there. But I just wanted to go over this again. If you're kidding today and you got cold kids, this is one thing that kind of helps revive them. And you get them where they can stand, then I would go ahead and tube some colostrum down them. And of course, now we've got this we call this our hot box. Now, we don't have it quite set up yet, but this is what it looks like. And we put straw on the bottom of it, put a heater back on this back side that blows hot air, not a heat lamp. I like one that blows warm air better. And then you'd put them in here and put them on, the other side so they can't get up against that heater. I got that partition in there. And it's also important when you give them this dextrose and ringers that it's not cold. Like, out here it's going to be, it's been sitting outside in our cabinet, so it's 30 degrees. So when we've got kids, keep them warm. We put that stuff down here on this side where the heater would go to kind of keep it warm. We might have it in the pickup on the floorboard even to warm it up. So you give it to them. You want it to be warm, not cold, of course. And so yeah, then when they get where they can stand up, and you might have to do this, if you do it every couple hours, it's not going to hurt them. All you're doing is giving them some energy. And they get to where they can stand up, then that's when I go ahead and tube them. And if you haven't tubed a kid, I'll put a link to that also. We don't have a kid here right now that I could show you how to tube one, but I'm sure most of you have done it. But I'll put a link up to that. But yeah, I hope if you're kidding today and you got this kind of weather, man, I've been there and I've done that, and it's a miserable feeling, and you're busy and you don't feel like you're doing any good. Just hang in there. It won't last forever. One time I was on a ranch and we was losing a bunch of calves, and we just had to keep telling ourselves, no matter what, you can't kill them all. You'll still have some. So hang in there, guys, and I hope this helps you out.